You gonna tell me when?
I'll turn the mics on at 20 seconds. We're almost there. Yeah.
Yeah, fade it.
20 seconds. Turning on the mics. 3, 2, 1. Mics on.
Good evening. Good evening. This is Lady Estelle and the Street Soldier crew, and we are back for another Sunday evening with you. Your host this evening is glad to see that we are still healthy. We are still safe. We are still alive and free. Your host, Dr. Joseph E. Marshall Jr.
Thank you, Lady E. Thank you so much. Good evening, street soldiers everywhere from, I like to say, from the city to Cape Town and all points in between. Let me throw in Virginia in there. Let me just for a little bit. I don't know why I thought about that. Thank you for tuning in. Oh man, what a week! What a week! What a week in the world! What a week in the political world! What a week in the sporting world! What a week! Just been a great week. Great week, good stuff. We're gonna narrow it down tonight. We're gonna narrow it down tonight for a specific purpose. But first, let me say, welcome, bro. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Happy to be here.
So
Thank you for having me, Dr. Marshall.
I thought
Hello.
I recognized the voice, but I didn't see you. Hey there, Ro. How are you?
Hi there, Lady Estelle. How are you doing?
I'm good. So is your little friend with you?
Which one?
The little four-legged one with the fur.
Oh.
The fur.
She's at home with grandma today.
Oh, she's at home today. Okay. All right.
She's chilling. Sundays with the grandma. She's a mama's girl.
I
really appreciate this. You're sitting in while our boy takes a little break. A little break here.
To celebrate his birthday.
Well, I wasn't going to tell nobody, but you know.
It's okay. Mike wants all the love. It's okay. Film on Mike.
He will tell us
Happy
next week, though. I'll tell you that.
He's
gonna tell us. Look, he's
right. That's why I'm in tonight. Happy to be here, filling in for Mike. It is his birthday on Tuesday.
All right.
So he wanted to take the night off for celebrating his birthday. So shout out Filmo Mike. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
And to all the Leos out there, it is Leo season.
All right.
It is indeed.
Lady E, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. Lot going on. So let's get to the news quick. Not a lot of news that I want to focus on. I'm going to do a couple stories because we're going to do a main theme tonight. And I'm going to give the number out early because as soon as I say call, I want you to call. All right, 877-955-1061. 877-955-1061. This is Street Soldiers. What do we do here? We stop the violence, we play a little music, and we save a lot of lives. All you got to do is listen and apply, and it should be all good for you. How we know that? Because it's been working. That's right. It's not been working for a short time. It's been working
32
for
years.
A long time. All right, first item in the news. Let's do this quick. The new Jackie Robinson statue was unveiled in Kansas 7 months after the original was stolen. Remember they stole it? Did you remember that they cut it off at his feet? The Jackie Robinson in I think it was Wichita, Kansas. After the older one was stolen 7 months ago, they don't think it was racial. They think the dude, whoever it was, just wanted to do the metal.
Yeah.
The metal.
Oh.
However, the 6 foot bronze replacement statue has been erected in the same pavilion where the original has stood since 2021. And former
Wow.
baseball players and many were there. Many from the Negro Leagues, the president of the Negro Leagues were there to deliver a few marks about Jackie Robinson's legacy of breaking the color barrier. So I'm glad, so glad that the statue has been restored. You can tell a lot of people were upset.
Yeah.
Not Jackie. Not Jackie. Well, nobody really, but
One of your favorites. That's-
oh, Jackie's a symbol, man. Jackie is a symbol. All right. Let's go to politics. All right. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. But Kamala Harris, I hope all of you know, has picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. I thought the Z fooled me, but I think it's Walz, right? Just like
Yes.
WALLS.
Plural.
Right, yeah,
Yes.
Walz to be the vice presidential running mate, and they are off and running. Yeah, have you seen any videos of
Yeah.
Governor Tim?
They said he wants to feed all the children,
Yes.
and I'm for it.
No, hey, very folksy, down homey guy, right? You know,
I'm
kind of guy.
Midwest. We're
and-
good people.
yeah. Lady E, he is a
Yeah.
former teacher, so you know
Yeah.
he
He
gotta be a
said
good guy.
He said he supervised cafeteria duty for 20 years.
No, he had a real job.
Somebody talked about him not having that. Somebody said that he looked older than he said. He said, "Well, if you supervise cafeteria for 20 years, that's enough to make a difference." I know that to be true.
He's the people of the middle class. Yeah. So I feel like he is definitely going to be, in the forefront of the people. Actually, the middle class. So as we know, the middle class practically does not exist here anymore. But that's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah.
definitely not represented. They're like bypassed, overlooked, but we need your vote. So yes,
Right.
we have somebody out there that's going to address that. That's a good thing.
I will throw this in. The Oakland A's have agreed to sell the Coliseum to a black-led development group in Oakland. That's nice. I'm sure. I actually saw, I guess, the guy who's head of the development group talking about it. That's got to be a good thing. Got to be a good thing. The city needs the money. Now, what they do with the money, I don't know.
That's always the issue.
That's
Where are we going to
always
get the money from?
So, I hope they use the money wisely because Oakland needs some help. All right, the rest of the stuff on here it's all politics. I don't do any more politics. I don't do any politics. So we'll do that next. We'll pick that up. We got a lot to cover. As we closer to the election, we'll be doing a lot of shows on that. So we will leave the rest of those things alone. What I really want to talk about tonight is the Olympics. I want to talk about the Olympics and why do we want to talk about the Olympics? Because here's my pitch, people. If the world operated like the Olympics, I wouldn't have to do the show. The world, it's like every 4 years, everything stops. And we just have a healthy, generally pretty much peaceful competition with folks from all over the world. And it to me, it is, I admit, everybody out there, I'm an Olympic guy. I love the Olympics. The last one, 2020, was during COVID. It was in Tokyo. The athletes were there, but the crowds weren't.
Wow.
But this year in Paris, can you think of a better place to have an Olympics? Paris.
Paris.
You ever been to Paris?
I have, actually.
You have?
I went last fall. That was my first time. And funny to say this, though, but to be honest, I expected more from Paris.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I probably didn't have the best experience in Paris, to be
Okay,
honest. I think of all the countries that I have visited, I felt the least welcomed in Paris.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and
That
But-
is
beautiful country, delicious food,
yeah.
but as far as, and I'm only speaking from my experience.
Yes, of
Yeah, I
course.
didn't feel, and also my friend that I went with, there
Mhm.
was like a few instances where
Oh,
we did not feel welcome. And you hear it a lot that, Europeans are not very fond of Americans, right?
yeah,
So, and I
yeah.
definitely, um, I experienced that firsthand. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well,
I feel like the
Gay
next time,
Paris is not for you.
I know. I feel like next time I go to Paris, I got to go with somebody who speaks French. So
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
right.
That's right. That's what we've been taught and told, that Parisians are not friendly if you
Mhm.
do not know the language. You need to know the language, or at least make an effort
Right.
Yeah, I
to
have
use
heard
the
that.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have heard that. You try and speak French, they're like, "Oh, okay."
Oui, oui. Yeah.
Well, I hope the Olympic athletes try
I know.
again to
Monsieur, Monsieur Marshall. There you go.
to speak a little French, because to me it looked like they were having a ball. It
Yeah.
looked like they were having a ball, and I'm such an Olympics fan that I want to hear how other people felt about them. I
Mm.
mean, again, it's not just I like the Olympics. It's like this break from the rest of the world.
Hmm.
The rest of everything is going on. Other than 1976 in Munich, where there was the horrors of the Munich Olympics, where folks came blasting through. There's never been any drama. There's never been any, no, nothing like that. It's just pure competition. Uh, and it's spectacle. I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. I don't know about you, Lady E, but I just love those Olympic Games. And it's been a week, right? A week went by, or 2 weeks. It went by fast.
That did go by really
It
fast.
went by fast. Now it's over, from the opening ceremonies
Yeah.
to the closing ceremonies.
I watched both. Yes.
Oh man, did you watch both?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see the opening, but the closing today was crazy.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful. It was like artsy and like through the city, and it paid homage to different, I don't know, artists and moments. And you're like, wow, this is cool. I'm feeling cultured. I liked it.
I heard our very own Her from Bay Area.
She performed.
Val-
Yes.
Shout out Vallejo.
And there's a lot of local athletes and performers, peak presence
Mm,
at the Olympics.
right.
And her just sort of wrapped it up. I
Right.
mean, just right. I said, oh, her is there.
Ah, she could sing.
Her, would you
Mhm.
please come on, Street Soldiers? Because I'd love to interview
Yes.
you right here. I know you big, but we actually know her father, so maybe her father can get you
That's
to come.
cool. Right now she's
Lady,
busy in
you got any
Paris.
quick things on before we turn over to the callers?
Oh no, I mean, just about the Olympics. I missed the opening and the closing.
Ugh.
Just so much going on in my little world. But some of the events I saw, it was just amazing, spectacular. What a what yeah, it was just amazing.
Okay, callers, we're going to leave the craziness in the world. We're going to be in the midst of two wars, right?
Mhm.
All kind of
Mhm.
instability, the political climate here. We're going to leave that alone, and we're just going to focus on the Olympics. So 877-955-1061. Give us a call and tell me what was your favorite part about the Olympics?
Mm.
What events, what characters resonated with you? What
Mhm.
sporting events, what personalities? There was so. Or do you even like the Olympics? Maybe Doc. I ain't talking about like the Olympics, but share. I mean, I'm just so full. That's so full. I'm sorry they're gone. They're coming back in 4 years, and it's going to be in Los Angeles.
That's right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a contrast between Paris and Los Angeles. That's a whole other thing. We'll get
I've
into
been
that.
there before.
Yeah. 877-955-1061. 877-955-1061. If you call from your car, please turn your radio down, because it's hard to get in when you do that. All right. We got somebody already? We don't have somebody? We don't have somebody? Okay. Well, let me do this. Let me give you a little history of the Olympics. A little history. I actually did my research. All right.
Okay.
The Olympic Games are a global celebration of sports, culture, and peace, inspired by the ancient festivals held in Greece to honor Zeus,
Wow.
the king of the gods. The first recorded Olympics took place in 776 BC, a sacred site where athletes competing in running, wrestling, boxing, chariot racing, and other events. They were then banned,
What?
by the Roman Emperor Theodosius as part of his efforts to impose Christianity on the empire. 877-955-1061. We got a call. All right. So time for the Olympics. How are you? Go right ahead. How you doing? Tell me, did you enjoy the Olympics? What's your name, first of all? Rich.
Hello?
But in peaceful manners, it's kind of very ironic, with these two wars that are going on, as you said.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear Paris say something about Paris, Rapper Paris, because he's conscious thinker.
But did you enjoy the Olympic Games themselves, the sporting events, the personalities? Did you?
Well, personalities are all right, they're all right. But I'm a handicapped old guy, so yeah.
Okay.
It's not me.
Got you,
If
man.
I could be feeling young like that.
I got you, man. Thank you. Not necessarily your cup of tea. All right, caller, you are next. The Olympics. Did they resonate with you? I loved them. Go right ahead. What's your name? Yep. I got you. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, James.
Go ahead, James.
James.
All right. Did you enjoy the Olympics?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed the track, but I definitely enjoyed the basketball.
What about that? Tell me how you feel. Look, brother, look, we hoopers, okay? So tell me how you feel about the ball.
I was in the Dream Team era, and I just feel like the Dream Team can't hold a candlestick to this year's team. Like, there's so much parity in the world.
Yeah.
And the Dream Team went against teams and they blew out by 30. It wasn't even fair.
Yeah, that was a big argument between all the sports pundits. Was this LeBron calls them the Avengers? Is this year's Avengers better than the Dream Team? I'm with you, man. I'm not gonna get into that, but I will say the 92 team, the Dream Team didn't play nobody. That's the way I feel. I mean,
You'll never, ever, I think the announcer said it. I think Dwayne Wade said it. You'll never hear LeBron James passes the ball to Steph Curry and Steph Curry kicks it out to the rim for 3.
Oh,
You'll never hear that.
No, man. I mean, my heart, man. I'm telling you, man. That Serbia game, oof, Lord. Look, I was at work, and I was more I was more entertaining than I was going crazy. I know you were too.
Yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I was watching it with my son, and when he hit the third 3-pointer, my son was like, "You finna do night night." I was like, "Nah, wait. It's 1 minute 12 left." Give him one. When he hit the 4th free, I was like, "He hit it."
He's unconscious, man. He's unconscious. We got to give much love to the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. There's nobody like him. Y'all out there appreciate this man while he is playing for you. Okay, the greatest shooter that ever lived. Yeah. Anything else?
I don't like him either because my cousin played for the Bucks. My cousin is Damian Lillard, so I'm pro Damian.
Ooh, okay. Well, we love them both. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate the call, man. So much. Thank you very much. His is hoops. All right. 877-955-1061. Digital, the Olympics. You love them?
It was goody. Yeah, it was great. Proud to be American. We're number 1. Got the most medals. We got a whole bunch of gold medals. I am calling out the, U.S. men's soccer team because, they need to step it up. The women showed they're number 1. Back at the top. We out there. We're representing pretty well. Just the men's need to step it up. I don't know. We got to pull. We got to find the Messi somewhere around here or something. We trying to take it, back to the next level and do big things in all sports.
Ladies showed out,
but
man.
Yeah. I like seeing the best athletes in the world compete. It was pretty awesome. Definitely hit a few parlays. So yeah, USA baby.
Hey, man, you bet on the Olympics, man?
I'm out, bro. Late.
Okay, it's cool. I'm just asking. All right. 877-955-1061. You enjoy the Olympic Games? Go ahead and tell us. Go right ahead. What's your name? Can you hear me? You are on. You are on. You got to speak. I hear a
Hello?
car, but I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay,
There
we
we go.
got you. Go right ahead. Did you enjoy the games?
Ugh,
Yep. Yes.
I don't
No.
know about this,
Maybe.
man. I know I
Okay.
did.
All right. Let's try it again. 877-955-1061.
Next call right here.
Go right ahead.
Hello.
What's your name? Tell me.
My name is Greg Bailey. I'm calling from Union City.
All right, Greg. Thank you, man. Did you enjoy the Olympics?
Dr. Marshall, it was spiritual because the way my wife explained it is that the lowest person, the person that you didn't expect to win, actually was were the folks who did win. And it
Yeah.
was beautiful. Everything about it, the
Yeah.
spirit of competition,
Yeah.
the beauty of what Paris was, it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I thought so, man. I just thought it was majestic. And if I can use that word, just from the opening to the closing ceremonies, the storylines. I love the storylines, man. You know, anybody in particular, any event, any person just grab your heart. You still there? Huh? Yes?
I'm still
Okay. Any particular event or person grab your heart? Any storyline?
I was happy for Sha'Carri.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because she had a tough time leading up to the Olympics, and I was just glad to see that she was able to pull it off and win for herself. You know,
Man, did she run that anchor leg? Did that lady
She's so
run that
cool.
anchor leg, man? She wasn't playing.
she ran. She wasn't Dr. Marshall. It was beautiful. Everything about it was a beautiful event.
Thank you, Thank you, man. 4 years we'll be in LA. All right. Keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
All right.
Keep it rolling, everybody. 877-955-1061. Who did you like? Who did you enjoy the Olympics as much as I did? Who's calling?
Oh, hello. This is Dr. Marshall.
Yeah,
This is Greg
me.
Brooks.
Hey, what's up, Greg? Brother Brooks, how you doing, man?
Hey,
Thank you.
good. How are you?
Hey, I want to
How's it
know,
going?
did you enjoy the Olympics as much as I did?
I did. I enjoyed it. The opening ceremonies. Now, to me, on my end, opening ceremonies, I didn't really see the story or see what the premise was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But during Olympic Games, my what started me the most was Noah Lyles and Simone Biles, because she set a record with the medal she won in performances in gymnastics. She was criticized for her hair, and a lot of looked like a lot of pressure was put upon her, but she did very, very well. She did outstanding.
You know, Noah Lyles, let me just say this, Greg, about it. I don't know anybody would criticize Simone. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't either.
What she went through in Tokyo, you know, her bout with the twisties in midair. I mean, look, I got problems walking over overpass. I can't stand heights.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
and she flipping, you know, right?
Picking up new moves.
Yeah.
And then she gets help. That's the main thing. You got issues, get help. And then she comes back, you know.
Yes.
And she was actually hurt.
She came back and did the thing like majorly.
Yeah, and she was actually hurt.
I think there's like a move or something named after now, the Biles or something like that.
I think she's got 4 of them.
After something like that.
Yeah,
a couple of them. Simone, but that, and then her and Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't get his goal doing the double, 100 double, he got the gold medal in the 100 meters. It went down to the wire. It was truly a photo finish because I did track and field myself. I still love watching it. But I just find out his story about having asthma as a kid and the hospital being a second home, and him having ADHD and overcoming that, and become a gold medalist in the Olympics at the 100 meters. Because track and field, that is our golden time as Olympics primarily. As also world championship, but Olympics like the main stage. Track and field won't get there and do extremely well, and everybody there is going for the gold, and he got it. He did very
Greg,
well.
When you look at the training that they go through, you know, the years that they put into it, that's those moments. You gotta have admiration.
Exactly.
Love and admiration.
Yeah, that's a lifetime of training.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime of training. Me myself, I started running track when I was a 6th grader. And I was actually at one point I was one of the fastest kids in my age group when I was trying to get junior high. When I got to high school, believe it or not, I was actually one of the top hurlers in Northern California. I went to James Logan High School. That's where I graduated from. And I was top 5 NCS all my senior year. I won league.
Wait a minute, man. I'd have known you all these years and you ain't told me that. I didn't know you was all that.
Well, not with all that. I did okay. I was good for that. I wasn't all that. I wasn't super duper.
Yeah,
but actually, I went to Junior Olympics that year in 1995. It was at San Jose State College. I was like top 50 in my division. So my goal actually was to run in the Olympics. That was my overall goal. But I had 1 good year of serious training and work. I walked on the track and field when I got to college at Southern University, but I was way behind. They were much faster than I was.
So you understand all the effort, only because we got more calls.
Yeah.
You understand the effort that those athletes put into and all that training, man. So I'm glad to hear that story. But next time I see you, brother, I may ask you to give me a few pointers.
Well, I can do. I remember.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Thank you, man. I'll see you soon. All right, 877-955-1061, 877-955-1061. I want to know, did you enjoy the Olympics? What resonated about it? What personalities? What stories? What storylines? You know what they do a really good job of? We got one. Okay, as long as we got calls, we'll talk. Go right ahead. You are on.
Hey, how you doing? Hey. I loved you watching the United States in the Olympics. They did a great job. But I also am half Ecuadorian. I got to give props to Ecuador.
Absolutely.
This is the best Olympics. They got the best Olympics ever this year. So I got to give love to USA. I got to give love to Ecuador. And I just want to thank you so much for having me on your show.
You know, man, I love just the international representation. You know, they got all of those countries. Let me tell you, I read this, and they got 179 countries.
Wow.
179 countries.
That's amazing.
You know?
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? 179. Two people can't get along, and they got 179 countries represented getting along. That's a beautiful thing, man. And Ecuador, look, you know what it made me want to do, bro? Let me tell you what I want to do. You know what it made me do? I'm getting in shape. I'm already in shape pretty good. But I'm like,
I'm back in the gym.
All right now. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm getting ready for the next Olympics.
Thank you for your call, my man. Thank you for your call.
You have a good one.
All right.
There's a video that they show of the swimmers where the regular swimmers jump into the pool and they're about halfway down the pool. And then they have the Olympic swimmer dive in, and then he just dusts them. And so this just shows you
I'm ready.
They're
I'm doing it.
They are not like superheroes.
877-955-1061. Give us a call. Tell us your event. Who resonated with you? All right. As soon as you call, we're gonna let you in.
I want to know what people think about the breakdancing. That was new. That was new this year.
I don't want to. Yes, it was new.
I want to know what people think.
They don't call breakdance.
I think that's what they called it in the Olympics.
Breaking.
Yeah.
Australia's breakdancer was definitely trending. So I didn't get to see.
Yeah.
I didn't see it live, but I did see it on social media. And you know what? She tried her best. Let's just give her that.
Yes.
So
let me tell you something. They breaking all over the world.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that gets me. They doing this stuff
all
over the world. They hooping all over the world. Yes. That's what I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to hear from you out there, Street Soldiers. 877-955-1061. Did you enjoy the Olympics? And if so, who? What story captured you? What performer captured you? If it's your country, he shouted Ecuador. I think that's great. Shout it out. All right.
I watched this one where they did like canoeing. They were racing like Mario Karts, and they like dipped them. There's like 4 or 5 kayaks. They dumped them into the river, and then they had to battle each other to the front, circle around a tube thing, and it was intense. And that was brand new. I really enjoyed that. There were so many incredible competitions that were going on that I came across, and I was like, oh, I loved it. I was screaming at the TV. Anyone else screaming at the TV?
Here's the number, 877-955-1061. I want to know how you felt about those Olympic Games. Go right ahead. You are on. Who we got?
Marsh, this going on, man?
Who is this?
This Pooh, Marsh. What's going on?
Pooh? Come on now,
Yeah,
man.
What's going on with you?
Stop, my man. Folks don't know
How you been,
far
Marsh?
we go back, man.
Man, come on, man. Like 4 flats on a Cadillac, man.
Man, you gotta come back. Man, you gotta come back and see me, man. For real.
Hey, not only that, but I want to come down to the station too.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we have to have a conversation about that. Let's see how good you do tonight, okay?
It's all good, Marsh. It's all good.
Love you, man. All right, Olympics.
Man, I love you too, man.
Did you enjoy them, and what did you enjoy,
Man.
and who did you enjoy? Go right ahead.
Hey, Marsh, I enjoyed everything from track and field
Yeah.
to the gymnastics to the archery to the horseback riding. Man, I was really feeling the way Snoop was out there interacting with everybody.
Isn't that amazing, man?
You know,
Isn't that amazing?
hey,
For real.
man, Snoop did his thing. Much love to Dog, man.
Man,
He
let
did
me
his
tell you,
thing, man.
When I saw Snoop at the equestrian, right, with the riding outfit
Man.
on, I was like, dude, you're a
Hey.
long way from Long Beach, okay?
Hey, man, you got to give Snoop his props, man, because I mean, everything from all the other countries to the USA, everybody did their thing. I was really, really loving it. And 2028, man, is back out here in LA, man.
Yeah. You know, I mean, of course, that game yesterday, man. I mean, that the Serbia, the basketball game. I mean, we hoopers, right? So the basketball, them coming from behind, watching Bron and KD and Steph play. You'll never ever see them together, right? And coming back from
Man.
behind, and then Steph going nuclear yesterday. Man,
Oh my God, they did their thing, man. You got to give it to Steph, man. He's a whole different animal.
He is.
You know,
He is.
you can't stop that dude, man.
No.
You know, you cannot stop him.
No, you know.
And then-
Pooh, I've been to the Warrior practices, and I've seen him warm up. Man,
Yeah,
one reason
Yeah.
he can do that is his drills are insane. I mean,
very much so.
He just starts and he moves back and he moves back and he moves back and he's back, and so that was a joy for everybody, not just friend.
Man, I loved everything. And the women, you got to give them their props
Oh,
too.
yeah.
8 straight gold medals,
straight
man. I
golds.
watched that game today.
That was intense.
Hey, Marsh.
That was intense.
Ooh, man, was it? I kind of was on the edge of my seat, but I had a feeling they was going to pull it off. And sure enough, man, they did their thing, man.
And they did not play their best game, but they gutted it out. They gutted it out.
Man, defense.
Yeah,
Defense.
Defense win. That's what they say. When the offense
Man.
ain't going, play some defense. All
Yes,
right,
sir, man.
Thank you, man. Oh man, it's good to talk.
Hey,
to you,
Marsh,
my
man, I
brother.
love you, man.
Love you, man. All right. Well, see
All
you
right,
soon.
Marsh, talk to
Okay?
you soon.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah. One of the first ones I sent to college, man, back in
Wow.
the day. Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Northwest McCullough. All right. 877-955-1061. Give us a call and tell us how you felt about these Olympics. I want to give, when they call, we'll put them on. Okay. 877-955-1061. I want to give a group of folks, the parents, man.
Yes.
Lady E, I don't know if you saw the parent.
Yes.
What, you know, I mean, you're the parent of an Olympian, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can imagine how they feel. And they always went to the parents right at the end. The parents are going, look, I mean,
That's a huge win, just as much for the parents. You know,
Of
you
course.
birthed and you pretty much guided that.
You've been taking them to practice since they was 5. 5. You know how many hours you'd have done? You've been just look.
You're living and breathing it with them. Yeah.
Oh man, it was just beautiful to see, man. The parents just you always happy for them, as you are for the athletes.
One of the runners would go like after the end of the race. I forget who it is, but they would go and like hug their mom, and I was just like, oh. I just thought that was so special. The gratitude that was felt, just
yeah.
I'm just watching them. And I'm an emotional guy, so I mean, like, oh my man, 877-955-1061. You are on Street Soldiers. I'm doing a little joy this week.
Call dropped.
All drop. All right, call back. We'll get you on 877-955-1061. In the midst of world strife and political mess, the Olympics.
I
for
might have
2
teared up
weeks.
a little bit
Oh, I tear up all the
at the
time.
gymnastics one when the
Uh,
girls when
good.
the Team USA took it. I was like, so I guess for me, Simone Biles is just like you said, everything that she kind of just fought through and stuck up for, and just all the stuff that she's dealing with, and still pushing through and doing her best. I thought was just really, I don't know, it made me emotional when I was watching it. And
I don't see people can't get emotional.
and when you get gold,
That's
silver,
just
or
me.
bronze, I'm like, yes.
Did you see her documentary on Netflix?
No, not yet. Tell me about
So it
it.
basically goes over what she did go through. So her whole experience in Tokyo, how she felt so defeated and how she was not in the right mindset. And so she thought at that point that, she was done for and that she wouldn't, compete again in the Olympics. But of course, she did the work and comes back and triumphed. So I feel like that's why, the gold medal for her means more than anything. But we got another call right here. Let's go ahead and put him on.
You are on. Go right ahead. Who's calling? Talk about the Olympics. Who is it?
Hello, Dr. Marshall. This is Barbara.
Hello. Oh, what's up, girl? What's up?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
What's
Thank
up?
you for what you do.
Thank you. You're welcome. All
I
right.
just wanted to say that I enjoyed the Olympics this year. I don't think I've ever been that excited in my life. I was recording it on my DVR, making sure I didn't miss anything and trying to catch everything, but I never realized how many different sports they had. So I was really, really just in awe. And not only that, just loving to see the international sportsmanship, people loving on one another, no matter what color or where you're from, or your background. And I just want to say thank you for what you do, but I enjoyed it. And I'm just wondering if LA is going to be able to keep up with the opening ceremony that Paris gave.
Hey, look, Paris wasn't no joke. Okay, Paris was
They were
beautiful at the
not.
beginning and beautiful at the end. And I'm, LA, a lot of Hollywood in LA, so I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're gonna realize that. And this is the second time they've been there. They're in '84, so hey, they not gonna want to keep it going. I'm sure they will. You mentioned the number of sporting events. There are 36 sporting events at the Olympics.
Wow,
36. That's a lot.
Well, I was sure trying to see all of them, but it was just impossible.
yeah.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. 877-955-1061. Call us. Tell us how you felt about those Olympic Games. Oh, okay. I know she's gonna be on. What else? There's a million storylines. I want to
look the swimming, that synchronized swimming.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
How? Okay, one, you're jumping off the highest board, 500 feet up high, or maybe 30. I don't know, but you're jumping up so high off this board. I can't do it. I'm scared of heights. I couldn't do it. Oceana High School has the 3 levels, and I could never get off the top one. But then they're flipping with their heads so close to the board, and then you're doing it with your partner next to you, and the moves are the exact same. And then you go into the water with like the itty bittiest splash. That one I loved. I loved watching
Let me
that.
tell you, the Chinese
Underwater.
divers, everything. Speaking of diving, Chinese divers win
They took
everything.
it. They got it. They
Everything.
won.
All right, you are on Street Soldiers. We're doing Olympics tonight. Little Joy. Go right ahead. Who's calling?
My name's Anthony.
Anthony, thank you. Were you feeling the Olympics?
Hell no, I saw some bullshit, motherfuckers
Oh,
dancing and
brother,
shit.
you can't do that, man. You can't do. Why you want to mess up my shit, man? Why you want to do that? You know we don't do that, man. This is Street Soldiers. Okay, all right. 877-955-1061. We're talking about the Olympics. Okay, bring some joy. Bring some joy.
It was
Bring
the
some
best
joy.
of the best. They worked hard. And like you said, it was for years.
I'm gonna shout out Sydney Laughlin Lavroni, right?
Okay.
Sydney McLaughlin, one of the 400-meter hurdler,
Woo.
set a world record.
Yes.
One so big, it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, like there's a million people. I gotta shout her. I gotta shout out Gabby Thomas. I gotta shout out Gabby Thomas, winning the 200 meters,
Oh, wow.
blowing folks away. Went to Harvard.
Very cool.
Harvard. Harvard wants to be I think she wants to be a doctor. She wants to open a clinic
Wow.
for a medical clinic, so on and so forth. Just, I mean, there's a million people. All right. Who are your favorites? 877-955-1061. We got a few minutes to take some more calls. If you want to do it, who did you like? Were you feeling the Olympics like we were? Go right ahead. You there? You there?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Yep.
You got to say something.
Hello. Hi, what's your name?
I'm saying something.
Oh, okay. I can hear you. All right. Go on.
What's your name?
Hey, what was the question again?
The question is about the Olympics. Were you feeling the Olympics? Did you
I
like the
think I can
Olympics?
be. I think like how they got the breakdance and stuff.
Oh, you like breaking. Okay. That's a new event. What'd you think about it?
Anybody can do it. Like what they're doing is not no real breakdancing. I
Yes,
could probably start breakdancing today and be in the Olympics tomorrow.
Okay. So you don't think it's do you think it should be an Olympic sport? Let me ask you that.
I think it does, but I think the people should be doing it should be better at it. I mean, they really wasn't that good, you know.
Well, I was impressed, but then I'm not a break dancer, so you know. Are you pretty good?
Nope.
Because I was going to tell you, go ahead and start practicing, and maybe you can represent next time and show them how it should be done.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. A few minutes left for calls. 877-955-1061. You feeling the Olympics like I was, and who in particular did you feel? What event in particular did you feel? I didn't get to see boxing this time, man. I'm usually, there's been a lot of great boxers that have come out of the Olympics. I did not get to see boxing. All right, you're on Street Soldiers. We're doing the Olympics tonight, feeling the love of the Olympics. Go right ahead.
I'm driving and I'm listening to everybody, but they're not talking about nothing.
You can talk about who you want.
Biles did her thing. I said Simone Biles was doing her thing.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to watch her. She did her thing. The runners did their thing. I got interested in the swimming.
That's not your
I
thing.
feel like America did their thing though. No, I never watched swimming in my life, but I watched it this time, and I feel like America did their thing.
They did. They did. They did.
Yeah.
I think they got more medals than the Aussies did, Australia, which they didn't expect to do. More swimming goals. I believe they ended up with one ahead. Yeah, the swimming is, you know, I ain't no swimmer, but so I'm like, damn, how they swim that fast?
Yeah.
Katie
I don't
Ledecky?
swim. We don't swim. We don't swim, but it was interesting watching them swim.
Katie Ledecky, you amazing. That's all you can say. Katie Ledecky, unbelievable. Yeah, the swimming was just. I'll tell you one thing. That commentator in swimming, I don't know his name, but that dude go crazy, man. He was like, dude, you over the top, but I guess he not. Anybody else? You were feeling any other event that you felt?
I mean, the basketball came through to the Curry and LeBron, all them. They played together. They did it.
Yep, that was beautiful. Absolutely.
It was interesting.
Beautiful. Let's see.
Yeah.
Look.
That's all I gotta say. I just had to call because I was listening to everybody talk nonsense. They didn't know.
Hey, 4 more years, baby. It's gonna be 4 years before we do this again. So we got to get this in. 4 years, we'll do it again. Maybe we'll see you in Los Angeles because I'm from LA. I'm gonna find me a place down there. I got family down there. All right, you're on Street Soldiers. Go right ahead. You feeling the Olympics?
Yes, I'm with the Olympics. My name is Sharon Smith from Oakland, California. So listen, they got out. I was in gymnastics myself.
Oh.
And Simone, she got out. I was in track also. They got out. You got to give it to them. They got out. They deserve everything they got.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I noticed, let me just say one thing I noticed, they got black folks everywhere.
From everywhere.
From everywhere. I mean, I saw this black hurdler from Ireland. I don't know if he's only one or they the only one, but a black hurdler from Ireland. I mean, they got black Norwegians. They got the diaspora. It's just stunning to me, you know. I'm like, dang, What some judo team was all black, and so yeah.
All black everywhere. Yeah, I was so proud of them though. I'm so proud of them. I wish I was in that gymnastics though, because I would have got out.
All right. Thank you so much. 2 weeks of joy.
Okay.
All right. Yes, we got. Thank you so much. Who we got? Let's take one more. You are on. Yes, you are on. Street Soldiers, feeling the Olympic love. Go right ahead.
Hey, what's up? My name is Dawson.
Yes, sir.
I was just, man, the Olympics are crazy, bro. Like some of these people saying that breakdancing wasn't all that, man. That was the best part.
I thought it was great. I really did. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't flip.
Man,
and they twisting and turning and all. How can you spin on your head? For real. I mean, look, dude.
I'm saying, bro. I know I can't do it for real. That's crazy.
Yeah, the effort you put in and training and skill. It's just amazing to me.
Real. How you do that?
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. And
hey, and them divers too, bro. When you was a kid, you was diving in the pool trying to get the smallest splash.
And they go in.
They did it no problem.
Hey man, they go in like a knife cutting through butter. I mean, it's just.
I'm saying, bro.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I know.
Don't you wish the world operated like the Olympics? Everybody getting along.
Man, I really do.
Yeah, everybody cool with everybody else. Yeah, man. Well, 4 years he be in LA, man. So let's see what happens between now and then.
Yeah, bro. I was just in the car. I had to call y'all because that was tough.
I appreciate it, man. I really do, man. Much love. All right, we got one more. Okay. All right, here we go. You are on.
All right.
Tell me
how you doing? My name is Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
Hey, yeah, man, it was my first time watching the Olympics, and I think it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And actually to see Snoop Dogg, into it.
Yep.
Man, that was wild. It was exciting, man.
Snoop
So
and
yeah, all thumbs up to the Olympics.
And Flavor Flav was all over there too.
I know. I seen him, man. He was so cool, man. I'm a Flavor Flav fan, even though I'm only 40, but still, though, I know who Flavor Flav is. But yeah, thumbs up to the Olympics, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you my I met Flav, man. I met Flav years ago, man. Actually, Public Enemy came to the Bay, and I picked him up. And actually took him to a couple schools, and Flav, man, with that big clock, I was like, dude, man, you for real?
Right, man. Exciting, man. Exciting. Like I said, my first time watching it, it was nice. Me and my wife, we was like, wow. You never know.
Man, it's a wonderful spectacle from beginning to end. I'm glad you got, just be part of it, man. And you'll be back in 4 years. It was great to have the crowds back after COVID. Last one I saw was Rio, and Rio was beautiful too. Rio was beautiful back in 16. So we'll look forward to in LA 4 more years, man. See if you can get your ticket and go on down. Okay.
Cool.
All right. We got a couple minutes. 1 more minute. Any more minutes? If you want to get in, you got 30 seconds. 877-955-1061. After that, we're at the end of the hour. We're going to switch over to YouTube. You can still try and call. I want you to call anyway. 877-955-1061. Any wrap up thoughts this hour? It's just wonderful.
No, go ahead and keep up with us with the stayaliveandfree.org. Listen to the past radio shows, watch us. And if you want to keep going with the conversation right now, head on over to YouTube Live at Stay Alive and Free.
Hit that number, 877-955-1061. Lady E, we're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to get all your Olympic stuff. Okay?
All righty.
Okay.
Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul? Trying to find my soul. Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier. Street soldier. Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask. I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. No. When times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say. This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul? Trying to find my soul. Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier. Street soldier. Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask. I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. No. When times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say. This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah.
Okay, give me a quick sec. We're back.
Hour number two, Alive and Free, Street Soldiers Radio. We move to YouTube. We are ready to go. What a spirited first hour. Lord, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I always appreciate the calls. Really, I just put the call out and folks call is wonderful. And like I said, tonight we are celebrating the Olympiad. It was the 33rd, I believe, Olympiad. We're celebrating that. And we are asking folks to give us a call. Let's see if this works. At 877-955-1061. And you can, if you couldn't get in that first hour, you can get in. We're going to try and get you in this hour to talk about how you felt about the Olympics. We loved them. We loved them. We loved them. We loved them. We gave a brief history of the Olympics in the first hour. We talked about 179 countries, 36 Olympic sporting events. Breaking was probably the newest thing. The Olympics will pick up again in 2028 in the place where I grew up, Los Angeles, right? And so looking forward to that. But want to know how you felt how you feel about the Olympics, anything that really, a moment, an event, a personality that really just resonated with you. All right, we'll see if these phones work. Okay, 877-955-1061. I got a couple tests out there to see if they do. All right, I'm gonna tell them to call right now. And I know they trying. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works.
I'm kind of sad that the Olympics are over now. It's
Oh,
it's like when you're watching the Final Four and and then you're all hyped up and then you see who wins and then you're like, that's it. It's over. I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, you feel like that when they're over because you spend 2 weeks with it. You spend 2
Yeah.
weeks with it. Spend 2 weeks with it.
Like I said, screaming at the TV, cheering on everybody.
Lord.
Yeah.
All right. We have somebody here who I called earlier today. Oh, we got a call? All right, let's see if this works. We're gonna do it. We got a call. Yes, you, yeah, maybe. Who's calling?
Hello.
Who's calling?
Hey, what's your name?
Who's calling? Say who you are.
Let's see. Maybe they can't hear you.
Oh, you don't think they hear us?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're
wow.
testing it out real quick.
Okay. We're trying to figure this out.
Hello?
All right.
Nope.
Yep. Nope. We hear them. They don't hear us.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a troubleshoot bug we got to do.
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Yes?
Can you hear
No?
us?
Maybe? Can you hear me?
I think they're on hold, but they're not.
Okay. We're going to put them on hold, see what we can do. Yeah.
No.
All right. Let them go.
We just
All
can't,
right.
They can't hear us, I think, is the problem.
Okay. Okay. We have to work on that.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna work on that. And in the meantime, we have somebody I called earlier today, and I found out she was going to Paris. And I called today, and she says, "I'm back," and she was so happy until I asked her, "Would you please come on the show and talk about what it was like being in Paris during the Olympics?" Denise Childs, I want to thank you so much for spending this little time with us against your what? She said, "Oh, me, what? Me? Oh,
Yeah, no, I said, oh my God, I can't believe you're asking really.
So give me one word in the beginning. What was it like? What
It
was
was
it?
it was fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place. When did you decide to go? Because we were having a meeting and she's part of the organization. So I said, and she says, "I can't be at the meeting. I'm going to Paris." I said, all right. When did you decide and did somebody make you an offer you couldn't refuse? I always
Well, what it was is that unlike normal people who plan this out usually like a year or so in advance, a friend of mine, this was probably maybe not quite a month before we left, sent a text to me and another friend. I have a friend who lives in LA, and she sent a text out. She said, "I'm thinking of doing a last minute trip to Paris for the Olympics. Is anybody game?" And I, at first I was like, I would love to do it. I can't do that. I thought of 20 reasons why I couldn't do it. It's like work, it's going to be expensive and all of that. Then like the next day she was like, I made my plane reservation. And I was like, okay, all right. So then I went online and started checking out flights. And the next thing I know, I was making my flight reservation. And I was like, am I really doing this? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm doing this.
And that's good because see, everybody knows me. I'm hard to root out. I mean, that would be the only way I get to go. Like I bought the tickets, look, come on, let's go. You have to grab my hand, put me in the car, because I'm like, I don't know, I got this to do, I got that to do. So I'm glad you said yes.
Yeah. No, I was like, you know what? I was like, what the heck? You only live once. It sounds like it's a once in a lifetime thing. I've never been to Paris, never been to Olympics. It was a twofer. Let's do it.
So I don't know where to start here. Maybe I'll let you. Did you keep a journal? By the way, I'm curious.
No, I did not keep a journal.
Oh, okay. A lot of times I'll go out, I'll keep a journal, but you're probably too busy having time.
I was too busy. We were too busy, doing all, because in addition to, because we did get to, even though, because it was kind of late. And so there wasn't the selection of tickets wasn't as good as it probably was a year ago, but we got what we could get. And so we did manage to get tickets to gymnastics session, men's basketball, not US, but it was like we saw Serbia play Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. I just gotta think, being at any event.
No, I know. So that's what it was. It was just like, we just want to be there. And then my last day there, I left on Saturday. My last day there was, they started the track and field. And so we watched some of the preliminary rounds of the track and field on that Friday. So so we got to see, 3 events, got to go to 3 events, and then did all the other Paris stuff.
Let me just say that I'm actually about being that venue. That stadium was it like 70,000 people. It looked like. What's it like being? First of all, is it easy getting in and out of that place? Getting into.
Well, it's interesting though. Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking track and field venue.
The track and field. Oh yeah, that's huge. It was trying to figure out where you actually need to go is it's quite quite something.
How was I guess there's hospitality on 2 levels. How was for you, just the hospitality of being there, but also it looked like things moved pretty smoothly, with the Olympic events. It looked like they really had, they had rehearsed or something. They just looked like everything went smooth.
Everything was smooth. Our only thing was, because with the gymnastics, that sort of the only tickets left was like they call it the hospitality, and so I guess the session that before ours had run late, and so we didn't get into the hospitality as early as we had wanted to, but it was fine. It was still fine. But yeah, otherwise, I was going to say everything started on time and all of that. So. No, it was like I said, it was great. It was fabulous. It was, kind of a once in a lifetime experience.
I know I would have been like, wow. It's one thing to go to Paris, which I've never been to, right? The only time I was in Paris, bro, I was flying to Botswana or South Africa, and they had a layover in Paris, but we couldn't get off the plane. So I could see what a beautiful place. A beautiful place. So I would have been like, oh my God, I'm in Paris. First thing I think it was Josephine Baker, right? Oh my God, Paris, So let's do the city part. Let's do that and come back to the Olympic Games. Your eyes must have been just. Yeah.
Well, like I said, because my friend, her hotel was near the Champs-Élysées, which is
say that again. That's pretty good.
It's kind of a main street in Paris. Yeah. And what was killing me was like, because you got Louis Vuitton, Yves Saint Laurent, all of that on there, and then they had a Five Guys. That was killing me.
That's the last place you want to shop is Paris, but it must cost like crazy. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Yeah. Were you able to avoid the stores or?
I'm not a big shopper, so my friend is. She was, because she stayed a couple of days after I did, so she did. So we didn't do a lot of shopping. She did her shopping after I left, because I'm not a big shopper.
So what spots did you hit when you weren't at the Olympics?
So we did the Musée d'Orsay, which is a museum where they have lots of impressionist paintings, Renoir and Monet and Manet, and they have that the thinker.
Yes.
So that they have that there, and so in Vincent van Gogh, and then we did the Eiffel Tower, of course.
Yeah.
And we rode all the way up to the top. Which was very cool. Very cool. Because when you get up there, you just have just a fantastic view of the whole city.
You sent me pictures, but I didn't. I said I'm not going to put them on the screen. So You were smiling. I know that.
We did the Louvre, and so that's where they have the Mona Lisa painting. So it was like a bad, although from what I understand, because it was like a huge crowd trying to get up to see the Mona Lisa painting. But from what I understand, that wasn't nearly as big a crowd as it normally is. Apparently, lots of the Parisians who actually live there left town.
Yeah. They know all these folks from outside.
Yes, yes. And on top of that, they were saying, everything, because everything, is more expensive because of the Olympics. They were like, even like riding the metro, they had increased the prices for the metro.
Yeah.
So, so we did that, and then we, like I said, the Louvre. We went to the Palace of Versailles, where King Louis XIV and Marie Antoinette lived, and you got to see their separate bedrooms, and you got to see the little escape hatch where after they stormed the castle.
Isn't that the lady that said, "Let them eat cake"? He's
the one who said, "Let them eat cake." And when the people stormed the castle, they showed the little escape hatch where she had to, scooch out of her bedroom because they were coming to get her into her husband.
They did not like that.
But after seeing the opulence of that castle, you understood why the people rebelled, because it was like it's just so crazy. The place is huge. It's just so opulent, just over the top with gold and all of this, and that doesn't even, the grounds were even what they call the garden it's humongous and just so like unbelievably opulent. So you could after seeing that, I understood why they had the revolution.
He was living good, and the rest of us ain't living. That basically that's what that was all about. How were the people? I've been told, and Rosa, I've been told that if you try to speak French, they will be a little warmer to you, or did you run into any of that?
I mean, most people, because my friend, I speak very little French. My friend, she speaks a little bit more French, and but you find a lot of French people speak English. So yeah, I did read that it's like, so I did the minimum. Like if I went, came in, I said bonjour. If I came in at night, bonsoir, merci. That's about the extent of my French.
Thank you, Mademoiselle Denise.
So Ro was there, and she was talking about her experience. She wasn't at the Olympic Games, and it was a little different. So I was wondering if you experienced, but you were there at the festive time, so I don't know, Ro. It was just a little bit different for you, right?
Yeah, I was there for vacation. It wasn't at a time where there was like a huge event going on. So yeah, my experience was a bit different. Like I mentioned earlier, felt kind of it wasn't, I didn't have the warmest welcome there, but still made the most out of the experience though. So I mean, Paris itself, beautiful, very charming city. And I would definitely go back, but like I said, if I were to go back, I would probably learn at least a bit more French. Like you, I did know the basics,
right?
But I would go back with somebody who does actually speak French.
So let's get to my main thing, the food. Let's get to the food. Because I'll be going to French restaurants here. So our French food is rich. So
yes. Yes, it's rich, and the one thing is about when you go, as Americans, we go to a restaurant and we're used to them, like you sit, after you're there like an hour and a half, they like give you the side eye because they want you to they want to turn the table. there it's like, we were at one restaurant one time and we were like, it was 3 hours. It's like, okay, we got to get out of here. It's like, where's the check? We have to beg for the check, because it's just like, no, they're just like, what, however long you want to sit here, you want to sit here and chit chat, you can do that all night.
I've heard that about European. I've heard that. You can just hang. You just,
You can just hang.
You out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you eat that was good? What do you recommend that, should I ever?
Let's see. Well, I went to this one place where, it was called Le Petit Beef Bar. And so that, I had to have, like I said, I have to eat steak frites while I'm here, which is, steak and French fries, basically. And that place, that was really good there. I went to this other place where I had, a souffle, chocolate souffle, which was really good, and scallops. And my friend, she had escargot. I didn't do the escargot.
You had escargot?
I wanted to try the escargot, but I didn't get to. So one thing that I did try, obviously, when you're in Paris, you have to have a croissant.
Yeah, croissant.
Yes.
Yes. To be honest, the croissant that I had there was good, but I wouldn't say it was the best croissant I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, when I was there, one of the things that was a surprise to me was how multicultural Paris actually is.
Yes.
So the type of food I had there, I had Asian food.
Yes.
So I had really good Asian, the hand cut noodles. I had that there. I had pasta. And one thing about Paris, they have a huge cafe culture. So, the way that they have their cafe set up, and like the chairs are facing, outward.
Facing out to the street. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was very cool to experience. And yeah, they're very big on their pastries. The one thing that probably my favorite thing that I ate that Paris is known for was their crepes. Yeah. So the best crepe that I've ever had was in Paris.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I actually got it. We went to Moulin Rouge. So that was fun. We got to see that show, and right outside of Moulin Rouge, there was like a crepe stand. So while we were waiting for our ride, we got a crepe, and so yeah, it was like the perfect thing to eat for late night munchies. So yeah, satisfying.
I missed out on the crepe.
When you go back, you definitely got to have one.
Yes.
So
yeah, and I would definitely go back. Like you said, I would definitely go back. Yes.
Yeah.
We better go back and talk about the Olympics too.
Yeah. We went from Olympics to food.
But it's all part of the experience.
Right.
And it's all part of the experience. And, those athletes were there to compete. But I know they enjoyed as much of Patty as they could. I know they were confined to the Olympic Village, but, if they could get out, they could get out. And certainly their families were not confined to the Olympic Village.
Right.
So, they were enjoying it's just what can you say? Paris, it's Paris, right? It's got that romance. I ain't gonna go into that. I'm way down long, Denise. I ain't gonna maybe you didn't have enough time while you were there, but she gets spotted.
I've been to the one in Vegas. I tried some escargot there in case you just want a cheaper ticket.
Well, take us through the events that you did go through. You get in. Just what's it like being in the crowd at an Olympic event?
So, like I said, the first event we went to was the gymnastics, and like I said, unfortunately, it wasn't the U.S. We saw Canada, France, and Great Britain.
Yeah.
And it was crazy being in there, because if you're in the arena when the French people are competing, it's crazy. I mean, they're going wild. Even though the French gymnasts weren't doing so well, they were still like rooting for them like crazy. They still were going crazy for them in there, and it's just like you said, being in that big arena with all those people, just they kept saying "Allez, allez," which I guess means go.
Yeah, I just think no matter who I would see, I would just be like, man, I'm at the Olympics.
Right, right.
I'm at the Olympics. You want to try? That was the gymnastics.
That was
okay?
the gymnastics. And
Yeah.
so the basketball game, because the basketball, the first week, which is the week I went, wasn't in Paris, it was in Lille.
Yeah.
Which we didn't realize was like, a 2-hour drive away. So we ended up, taking public transportation, which is that's like the greatest, one of the greatest things they have is their metro. Just it's clean, it's like you go down and you're like, oh, we missed the train. It's like, that's okay, because there's another one coming in like 3 minutes, so don't
It's
worry.
better than BART, huh?
Even much better than BART.
That's funny. That could be a sport.
So, but we ended up having to take, so we ended up taking the metro to the bullet train. So we were on the bullet train for like an hour. And then on the other side of that, there was so I call it like planes, trains, and automobiles, because you had to like I said, take the metro to the bullet. And we had 2 trains on metro, 2 subway trains on the metro. Take the bullet train, and then on the other side, there was a shuttle to take us to the arena.
And then you got to read everything. You're like, hold on, where's my translator?
That's fun.
My
That's
phone.
what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Who did you see play that day? Serbia against?
So it was Serbia and Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And I knew, because Nikola Jokic was on, so I got to see him play, and I was everybody else in the arena was rooting for Serbia, because I guess it's Europe, but we were rooting for Puerto Rico because we knew they were the underdog. But I'm like, I'm rooting for you, Puerto Rico, but I know you're gonna get creamed.
Very cool.
And track and field, who'd you get to see?
I think we saw like the 5,000 meter trial. We saw the mixed
relay.
The mixed relay.
Yeah, that was good.
We saw a bunch of people doing like the broad jumps and the high jumps.
Yeah.
And all of that. So because like when you see it on TV, you're seeing one thing. When you're there, it's like all this stuff happening at once. So you gotta be able to focus.
Yeah. Wow. The whole thing just sounds. I'm glad, but I know you way more glad than.
Well, no, I was definitely glad I didn't talk myself out of it. I was definitely glad I went.
We're living through you right now. This is
awesome. I am. I'm doing it. Lady E, you've been listening to Denise the whole time. What do you got to say to her?
I think that I am so glad you talked yourself back into it, because those of us who find ourselves working all the time will find ways to keep working all the time.
Right.
And so for you to have this experience is just wonderful. It kind of frees you up, rests you out, and just like, oh my goodness, it reminds you that I can do this.
Right.
This is amazing. I can really do this. Which just only adds to the joy and pleasure of the whole process. So yeah.
The flight back and forth was, they can be a little dicey.
It was billed as an 11-hour flight, but we got there an hour early, so that was cool. And I was, so 10 hours, got there in 10 hours.
That's not bad.
That's not too bad. No, not too bad. It's doable. Watch a couple movies, sleep a little bit, and you're good. You were there.
You wake up and say, "Are we there yet?"
Right.
Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
No, it's my pleasure. You just threw me off though this morning.
Yes, we're definitely living through your trip to Paris and the Olympic Games. It's wonderful, and like Lady E said, we're all just wonderful. It's wonderful you got to do it. All right.
All right.
And, all right. Thank you so much.
We got to get on that group chat. Thailand next, maybe. I don't know. Japan.
Well, I'm going to Rio in November, so this is a trip.
Love it.
Well, you got to be going to LA in 2028.
Oh, I definitely know because they're saying you can already register to find out what tickets go on sale. So I'm gonna make sure I'll definitely be in LA.
We all might be in LA.
Yeah.
Well, you know what she just reminded me? You need to make sure your passport is up to date.
Oh,
You
yeah,
never
that's
know
true.
when you might need to want to,
Right.
I
I
head
gotta
on
do that with
out.
mine. Mine is
Yeah.
got to be renewed. I need to do that.
Make sure, yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Denise.
All right,
Okay.
you're welcome.
Good
All
night.
right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was great. That was great. That was really, really wonderful. So let's we can wrap up and talk a little more about the Olympics and our events and so on and so forth. And you want to try? You think of phone and walk, or you want to try it again? I
You
don't
could
think
try.
so.
I'm gonna go offline.
You're gonna go offline, and
Yeah.
well, you won't be able to talk with me. But we'll let Lady E talk. She's the only one that hasn't spoken about her favorite events and the impact at the Olympics, and I know she loves it too. So, Lady E, you are the guest now. So go right ahead and talk about you in the Olympics.
She said, "All right."
Well, track and field is what I was looking out for all the time. The men and the women. Listen, it was just amazing watching the 4x4, the 4x1s. I don't know about that distance running. Those distance, that distance wears me out. But I loved watching Sha'Carri, whatever her name is, running, and then that look she made to the side.
Yeah.
Do you know how disruptive it is?
Yeah.
When you are out front and you can't see the heels, the backs of anybody's shoes, and all of a sudden they breeze by you and you look at their heels, it's like, oh my goodness. And then they look over at you. You want to just pop them. But you can't because you're running too fast. So watching them, the track and field is always my favorite. They were amazing. Watching the men, they were amazing. The relays are really kind of disconcerting because you're just hoping that the handoffs are good.
Yes.
And the men bossed it again.
And when they mess up those handoffs,
Every Olympics. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You just want to bop them.
Tell me how you really
Just
feel.
want to bop them. And I don't remember who that was that ran all up on the one he was passing to. Oh, I thought, talking about yelling at the TV. Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh. And then I watched some of the synchronized swimmers because, my sister was a synchronized swimmer.
Oh, wow.
I thought, she used to swim with flowers in her hair.
Oh.
I can swim, but I don't play in the water. I am not doing a trick. It is work for me. You jump in, get where you need to be, get out of the water. But they're just whirling and twirling and kicking and everything. But then when they stay underwater, they stay underwater so long. And they come up just enough to get a quick breath, and they go back down and whirling and twirling. That's always amazing. And then I watched the divers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That was unbelievable.
It is.
Watching,
Yeah.
So I enjoyed watching that.
Then team.
I watched Steph. All right, boy.
Well, Steph. Oh my God.
And he and I watched the gymnastics with Steph. I don't know if somebody said something about him or to him, but the one thing you don't want to do with him is get him riled up. Don't say the wrong thing. Because Steph isn't gonna say anything but and now what you got to say? Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't piss him off. And then who else did I see? Watching Simone.
Yeah.
And wait. And then the heptathlon.
Yes. Anna Hall did not do as well as she would have liked, but yeah.
But she just kept pushing. It was, they're just. And then the long jump, the girl who did the long jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
Jordan, I think her name is Jordan. Can't remember. I might be wrong there.
Jordan.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
So yeah, strictly track and field. I'm all over that track and field.
I want to give some love to the women's rugby team. I've never really watched rugby a lot, but that women's rugby, U.S. women's rugby team was just incredible. I mean, and you didn't see it. Now rugby is like football, but it ain't football, right? And they do scrums and all of that. And I'm not a rugby, but just it is nonstop. You know, like football, you know, plays over, you get the huddle, right? And you don't stop. They grab the ball, everything, pitch it, and so on and so forth. But it came down to 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. The game's over. They way back. And so they pitch it to this American. And the girl just takes off, breaks the tackle, and runs like all the way down the field.
Oh, I love it.
Time expires. She dives. And it was against Australia, right? And by the way, for some reason, they don't just walk into the end zone. They just fall into the end zone, right? They fall to, so now it's the kick. You get the kick, they win, and the Americans won. I mean, it was insane. It was insane. It was the last play of the game. There were so many last plays.
Yeah.
Last, who was the young man that, oh God, the 400-meter sprinter that came from behind? The boy was so far behind, I can't remember his name.
Did you see him come through? I thought, where did he come from?
Amazing.
His effort,
Then
Quincy
they
Hall,
said that-
Quincy Hall. It was nuts.
His backstory, his mother had recently passed away.
Oh, that's right. In May.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
And he had her name or something on his shoe. Yeah, he was running. He was not playing.
Give some love to who was the tennis guy? I can't think of his name. No, the guy. I'm getting the joke. It's Djokovic, right? Djokovic, who won his first Olympic medal.
Wow.
Probably the greatest tennis player of all time. Greatest tennis player. And he said of all the things he's won more Grand Slams than anybody. You know, he beat his young nemesis, Carlos Alcaraz. He did that in straight sets. It was unbelievable. And he broke down and cried. There were a lot of folks. This whole thing was so emotional for.
Yeah.
Broke down. Just the will that some of these athletes have is just astounding. I mean, and actually win or lose, they all just go at it so hard. And lady, we're talking about the training that you put into those years. So these are just a bunch of highlights for me. And
Wait a minute. Was there table tennis? Did I see that?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Does that mean is
they call
pickleball in there
They call
yet?
ping pong.
The pickleball?
Pickleball is not there.
Okay.
But don't be
waiting for that.
surprised.
I
Don't
tried
be
it. I
surprised.
love it. You
Don't be
might see
surprised.
me in
Well,
4 years on the pickleball court in LA.
They got to make it an Olympic sport first, right?
That
I know,
one's
I know
fun.
baseball's coming back, and
Oh,
another
cool.
one's coming back for 2028. It'll add to the number of handball, judo, modern pentathlon, rhythmic gymnastics, rowing. I'm just reading all of these: rugby, sailing, shooting,
Oh yeah, that's
skeet shooting, skateboarding,
that was cool. I did watch the surfing.
soccer, sport climbing. Did you see him climbing up the walls? Did you see that one?
Like
I didn't get to see that
Did you
one.
see that
no.
lady when they were climbing the walls like Spider-Man? That was insane.
The amount of upper body strength that requires, the
I don't have it
training.
right now.
I can't.
I mean, they were like, boom. I mean, they look like Spider-Man for real. They ought to get them in some of these Marvel movies. Okay. Surfing, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, track and field, trampoline. Did you see a trampoline? You didn't see trampoline. When you go way up in the air. Oh, and flipping. Oh, it's great.
I've been to Rock and Jump. I've seen them practice.
Triathlon, volleyball, archery. They call it artistic swimming now, lady. I just want you to know, not synchronized anymore. They call it badminton.
Okay.
That was cool.
basketball,
Did you see the
basketball,
smooth
3x3.
criminal routine?
When they were moonwalking.
Yeah,
that was
walking.
cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought I actually thought the Americans won. But that's beach volleyball, boxing, breaking, canoeing, cycling, diving, equestrian, fencing, field hockey, golf,
Wow.
and gymnastics.
They said the
36
announcers,
events.
they interviewed the announcers and they said they actually have to try and keep very calm while calling out all of the plays, and that fencing is one of the hardest sports to call, and I just had no idea. That one was hard to watch.
Can you imagine?
But they
fencing?
said, yeah.
I didn't catch that one.
Yeah, American fencing. American fencing. I think Lauren Scruggs, I think is her name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she finished. She won a gold in the team and
Mm.
a silver in. And there's too many Bay Area athletes for me to single out. I know one of the, I guess it was a 400 runner that finished behind Sydney. I can't remember her name.
Wow.
She's from San Ramon.
Wow.
Right. But there's a lot of Stanford athletes.
Yes.
It was great. It was really great.
It was. Like I said, I'm sad. I'm sad that it's over. But now I have to go check out the rugby games again. So thank you, Dr.
Check out
Marshall.
that rugby. Go see
Yes.
that rugby final, USA versus, I think it was Australia. Okay. Wait, you can go straight to the end. Okay, you don't have to just go straight to the end and watch. It's sort of like watching the USA basketball. Just go straight to the end and watch Steph do his thing. All right, that's good. I think we have covered it enough. What a wonderful 33rd Olympiad. And 4 years from now, we'll do it again. Next week, we'll be back to our regular stuff. So keeping folks alive and free. But for 2 glorious weeks, we had this respite from the world where we saw the best competition in the world. And it's just wonderful. A little bit of joy, in the words of the new Harris Walls campaign. Joy. Joy. All right, we'll see everybody next week. Lady E, you want to sign off?
Oh no, we've signed off.
Okay.
We'll come back next week like we normally do. This is different.
Ro, thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Happy to be here.
Okay, everybody.